Well, students, we're going to keep working on your abstract owls and learning about the Native American group, the Inuit. So I would like you to finish up with marker. I have most of my marker done just to make this example go a little bit faster, but I would like you to finish outlining. If you forgot to draw something, you can draw it right with your marker. I do like adding some thicker or wider line. So if you do have time, I would like you to put a little bit of thicker line in here. I did that there. If there's other areas where you might want to add some wider, thicker line, you can. When that is done, take any of the pencil that you can see and erase it out. We'll pretend that I'm done doing that. I got a little more of that to do, but we'll move right to this coloring example. As we've practiced a lot this year, I do want you to use the color wheel. So typically when you're working with this, you can pick, for example, like a dark blue and then use a light blue with it, or a dark green and a light green, or a dark purple and a light purple. We've also done a lot of mixing with ones that are next to each other with the intermediate colors to create things like trace with red, fill with orange to make a red orange. So that's the main thing that I want you to be thinking, is that we're doing a two-color mix. So I'm gonna start with these shapes to make some mixing with, I think I'm gonna go with a blue. So I'm gonna go with this turquoise blue, and I'm gonna outline this shape, and I'm using these oil pastels. You can see this one got broken because someone held it like this. So this is a full one. Somebody held it right here and it broke in half. So when you're holding them, please hold them down low so that they don't get broken. So all I did was I traced the outside of that shape, being careful not to color on the marker because I don't want to cover up my black lines. And then I'm gonna take another color, this lighter blue, and then I'm gonna mix it with that turquoise blue. So it doesn't take a ton of time to do that, but it creates some shading of going dark to light. Then I could move on to another shape, and I'm thinking, well, with these two shapes, I'm gonna have those ones be the same. So I'm gonna end up going with a pink right here. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with a, yeah, I think that'll be okay. I'll go with a pink. I'm gonna trace that. I'm being careful not to color on the marker line. And since I'm gonna have this shape be the same as this one, I'm gonna move over here and I'm gonna do this one at the same time, just to save myself a little bit of time. Press it on hard. So don't color on the marker and press it on hard. If you choose to just kind of fill it in a little bit lighter, you may, but you don't have to. You can just outline it. And then I'm gonna take this and I'm going to take this is like a peach color, and I'm gonna mix it on to that. So then I have a darker pink on the edges and then a lighter pinkish peach on the inside. Then let's move to another one. I do like the way that this works. Sometimes instead of putting the darker color on the edges, you can put the lighter color on the edges. So I could do something like this light green or this yellow green, outline that shape. And I can put a darker color inside. So I encourage you to try that too, where you have a lighter color on the outside and a darker color on the inside. Sometimes when you do this though, you will have to come back with the lighter color and just blend it in and kind of retrace it with that lighter color. You can see that I have little pieces of this oil pastel that are coming off. I don't want to rub my hand on it. So I'm gonna take it, if that happens, I can just take it and just tip it up and kind of just lightly brush it off, but do not rub your hand all over it because then it can smear your work. So now I'm gonna move down. Let's do this one with some orange, and let's start using the color wheel with colors that are next to it. So I'm gonna do orange on this, and then I'm gonna take the orange and I'm gonna put yellow in between. So I wanna go all the way around this shape, just like when we did your 5 line paintings. When I get to another black line, I stopped so I could find that one shape. So we're good at finding shapes now. So then this one shape is gonna be that one idea, this one color mix. So I'm gonna take the orange, and orange is next to yellow. So I'm gonna take that, and then I'm gonna mix and blend that together, continuing to press it on nice and hard. And I'm also thinking to myself, if it's a new shape, it's gonna be a new color. So I wouldn't want to put orange right here because that's gonna be a new shape, new color. If one's broken, put it next to the other one that's broken and just get in the habit of doing that, then they're easier to put them away. A couple colors that you can use on their own. I think white can be mixed with anything, but in here I want this to just be one color, and I want to keep it as white. So you don't have to mix white. If you want something to be white, then just press it on hard and use it on its own. You can see that I haven't used any black. If you choose to do black, that would probably be the last color to use, because if you get black smearing into your lighter colors, like into an orange or a yellow, it's gonna make that look really dirty. So I would save any black for being the last color to do. So this is a new shape, new color. So we'll go over, I haven't used any brown. So let's try some brown. It's right here. Brown can go with a lighter brown. I'm gonna do brown and gray. That's gonna work well too. I'm gonna do brown around those edges, and then I'm gonna trace it with gray. And we said black would be the last color to use. So if I wanted to use any black right here, that would be the final one to do. And I wouldn't use that anywhere else on the face right now. If I wanted to do this with black, since I have all the other shapes done that are around it, that are anywhere near the black, I could do black. Just make sure it's the last of those colors that I'm gonna be using. You can also see that the focus I have right now is really just working on the face. If you get the face done and it's colored carefully, so I'm gonna do black, and black works really well with gray. This is silver right here. This is gray. I'm gonna take this and just kind of shake that off a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the gray and I'm gonna mix it into my black. If you get this all done, then you could start working on patterning. I'm not gonna do much of that, but I am gonna do enough so that you can see what to do if you end up getting this far. So here, if I were to start doing some patterning, I would probably do something like this, where I would still do tracing with one color, like this. And even though these spaces are small, trace with one, then fill with another. So I've got dark green on the inside and light green on the outside. And then that gives me some shading. And then I gotta touch that up a little bit. And then I would do with this orange and peach. I really like the way those look together. So I'm gonna do orange around the edges like this. And then I'm gonna do peach on the inside, which is, let's see, yep, here it is. And then I can just continue the pattern of green. Oh, I made a mistake on my pattern. I am doing the light green on the edges, which the good thing with these oil pastels is usually you can color over something if you make a mistake. So here, I got that, and then I can fill it with my correct color. And then I'm gonna have light green, dark green, orange, peach, light green, dark green, orange, peach. And you would do that within all the patterns and all the shapes. So next time, I'm gonna do some more examples here, but for now, I'm gonna stop as soon as I have this done, so then you get more work time. But please make sure the first thing you color is the face. If you have a really good face, the rest of it really will start to turn out really well. So that's why I want you to put all your effort and energy there first. So we'll go here and here. And that looks like a pretty cool looking pattern. Press the color on hard, make sure that you can't see a bunch of the purple paper through here. And then got really nice pattern started. Don't rub your hand on it if you need to. You can just shake it off a little bit at the end. We'll wipe off our spots. And here you can see some of these started to get a little bit messy. So just make sure that if there's one that's broken, the orange, two oranges, those go by each other. These two blues will go by each other. And then they'll all fit if any of the broken ones are by the other piece. So let's have fun working on these. Let's have a great day.